Hey everyone, it's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel, Relax.Cut.Glue. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so happy to have you all here with me today. So yesterday I did a poll on my community tab where I put down a list of different things that I would do a video on, and I let the subscribers choose my video. And it was a really close call between working in my big random glue book today or making a vintage style GlueFolio. In the end, vintage style GlueFolio ended up winning, but barely. So what I'm gonna do is work in my big random glue book tomorrow because it was a very close second. So I think that'll be really fun. Now today like I said, I'm working in, I'm making a vintage style GlueFolio. I wanted to make it more nature-esque, naturey. So butterflies, flowers, tans, greens, yellows, that kind of thing. And then obviously I'm going to fill it up with all types of different vintage style ephemera and things like that. So I'm just making the bare bones of this today. I haven't added the signature yet, which I'll do off camera because that's kind of a pain to do on camera. Let's be honest. It's a pain to do anyway. Signatures, I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Do you enjoy putting signatures in? I don't mind it, but I don't enjoy it. Does that make sense? Like, I love a no-sew situation because that's just so much better. But it's just one signature. So one signature is not that bad. But anyways, I've already shown on camera a tutorial on how to make these GlueFolios. So I'm not going to go through that today. You can find that video in my playlist under GlueFolio, and you will find that tutorial. But yeah, today I'm just kind of putting the bare bones together. I didn't get a chance to make any of the cards yet and things like that, but I'm excited to play in this. I haven't been doing the vintage style crafting, gosh, for about, 6 months now, maybe longer. I go through phases, and I just got out of a very long phase of working with basically vintage style ephemera. And now I'm back to the colorful stuff, and I bounce back and forth. I like both styles. Ultimately, in the end, colorful's more my jam, but I do think that vintagey style stuff is very pretty, and it's really grown on me over the years. So I really enjoy this. I want to do, like I said, a lot more kind of naturey vintage. I don't know what I'm going to do. You guys, who knows? But that's kind of the goal. Nature and animals, that kind of thing. So, and then I have all those Tim Holtz little black and white die cuts I can use in there, and Tim Holtz, what do you call those? The other people, oh my gosh, what are they, dolls? Did you call them paper dolls? I don't know. You guys know the vintage people that Tim Holtz puts out that are like cardstock chipboardy things. So anyways, I'm rambling. So guess what, guys? I have a little bit of news. Nothing overly spectacular or anything, but it's big news in my household. Bob went to work this morning. He's only going for, he's already been there for a few hours. He was supposed to only go for a couple hours. We'll see how long he lasts. He's not doing any, he's basically sitting at a desk. So it's not like he's doing anything strenuous. However, I'm very concerned because he gets really tired very easily. So that's why we wanted him to start with just a few hours or half days, just to kind of get him back into the swing of things, so he doesn't overexert himself and become sick again. So yeah, he must be having a good time because he's still there. So that's exciting. And he goes to see his surgeon tomorrow. So that will be exciting too, to kind of talk with him and see what's going on there. If you're new to my channel, my husband had major surgery on his colon in April last month, and he's been home ever since. So he's been home about a month and a half, healing, and he's still healing. He has about 12 weeks of healing to do, 6 weeks of pretty strenuous healing. And that's kind of where we're at right now, where he kind of has a couple good days, and then, he gets really tired or doesn't feel well for a few days. And, but he's had, a few days in a row here where he's felt really good. So we'll see how it goes. I'm really proud of him for taking that step. I know he's itching to get back. My husband is very much a provider. He loves to, he works so that he can provide for his family, and sitting around is not his thing. So I'm sure he is very excited to be back, and hanging out with his friends. So yeah, I'm excited to hear how his day went. It's kind of weird being here without him, because he's just been here for so long. But yeah, so anyways, that's what's going on. I'm pretty excited about that. That's a accomplishment. You might hear the little clickety-clack of Zena's nails on my hardwoods. One, she needs a nail trim. But two, she tends to pace back and forth a little bit when I'm in here talking in my craft room. So she goes to the back door to look for cats, and then she comes back to me to see me. And sometimes she comes in here and lays down. But, you know, she likes to do perimeter checks and stuff. She's so cute. I love that girl. I've been having so much fun hanging out outside and playing ball with her. Oh my gosh. It's so fun to have a dog that like acts like a dog. No offense to Shermie, who's also laying in here. But, you know, Sherman's more like a cat than a dog. So it's weird having a dog, you know what I mean? She's so cute though. And so sweet, you guys. She is absolutely the sweetest dog ever. I really enjoy her. I had that little strip and it was like perfect for the spine. I was so excited. I was like, oh, I don't even have to cut a piece. It's just perfect. I love this color green too. So pretty. And I'm using paper from 3 different paper pads. One that was gifted to me by my friend and Glue Crew member, Stephanie. One that I bought at Craft Warehouse. And one... Where are my other papers from? Oh, a scrapbook paper pad that I just bought at Michael's because they were on sale for $5. A 12 by 12. They have their new Recollections paper pads, and they're only $9.99 to begin with, which is still a good deal for a scrapbook paper pad. And anywho, they were on sale 50% off, so they were only $5. I was like, what? You cannot beat that price. So yeah, I had a vintage style one from there. So I'm using those 3 different pads, paper pads. I just wanted it to be pretty eclectic because I'm going to be adding all kinds of different stuff in here. And a lot of these will get kind of stuff glued on top of them anyways. They're more like backgrounds. So yeah. And you'll notice here that I'm trying to, you know, get my little pocket there and stuff. Ultimately, you probably want to ink beforehand. I forgot to ink because I've been so used to making the black and white GlueFolios, and I didn't ink around those just because they were black and white. So, and you don't have to ink at all. I just did because I really like the way it looks with these colors. It really makes the papers pop, and in my opinion, it kind of grounds everything together. I don't know if that's the right terminology for it, but I don't do it to make it look old or vintagey. I just like the way inking looks around the edges. You'll see I ink a lot, even with my colored stuff. I use my teal all the time because I really feel like when you go around those edges, it just makes everything kind of blend together better. I don't know. I love this paper right here. So pretty. Ooh, my stomach just made a little gurgle. It's talking to us. Oh my gosh, I was watching, you know how you just get in that kind of rabbit hole of YouTube videos where it's just like you start watching one video and then another one pops up and you're just like, how did I get here? So I had one of those moments, but I was watching this bird. I believe, it was a parrot, and it had an extensive vocabulary, and it did like 3 different voices. It was amazing to me. It blows my mind that birds can talk like humans. Anyways, it was singing like the Cops song, Bad Boys, but it was saying, bad bird, what you gonna do? It was so funny. It had all these like funny bird pun things that it would say that obviously people had taught him before. I was cracking up. I thought it was so funny. And especially when it was singing. Oh, he did another one too that was like a bird pun. Now I can't remember what it was. I feel like it was even funnier. I don't know. Anyways, it was cracking me up. And it blows my mind. Like I said, I cannot believe, like, different voices even. And I'm like, that has to be a voiceover. That cannot be that bird, but it is. I just can't even believe it. Birds are amazing, especially parrots. When they can talk like that, so crazy. I know some of you have birds too. You've talked to me about it in the comments, so that's pretty amazing. And they live forever. Like, forever. It's like if I got one now, my kids would have to take care of it because it will outlive me at this point. That's pretty amazing. That and like tortoises too. Excuse me, guys. Sorry about that. Airplane. Oh, back to hanging out outside, I want to tell you. So, Andrew, my kids have been having horrible allergies. And for some reason, Andrew actually feels better outside than he does inside. Go figure, who knows? But we've just really been enjoying like hanging out there, especially because it's been so warm. And then in the evenings when the sun kind of stops beating down and scorching us, it just feels like kind of Hawaii outside. I don't know. We call it our little outdoor paradise. Even though, oh my gosh, you guys, I have some of the most annoying neighbors ever. These people live behind me, but their house faces a different direction. I don't know how to explain it, and I don't want to go into too much detail because, you know, stalkers. Anyways, they're really loud and alcoholics. I can confidently say that. And they are belligerently loud, and it is so annoying. It drives me absolutely bonkers. So like if my kids and I are outside, Jackson will like bring his Bluetooth speaker out to listen to music. I have him keep it low. Is it a law to, you know, how do I want to say this? I guess realistically he could play his music because it's during the day. You know, you're not going to get in trouble for that, yada, yada. But it's rude. Like, everybody's trying to enjoy their backyard right now, right? It's nice outside. Everybody's out there. There's kids out there. You know what I mean? Like, so keep your music at a decent level because I care about my neighbors and our surroundings. So anyways, they're out there just blasting their music, screaming at their ALEXA, and just belligerently drunk, and it just absolutely drives us nuts. I hate it so much. I hate it so much. We can hear it in our house even. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know if they work or whatever because they're out there all day, so who knows. Moving on. I wanted to say thank you so much to everybody that has been buying my Ko-fi digital art images to print and use in your art. You guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And it's been really fun to see people post pictures in my Facebook group or whatnot of using my art in their art, and it's just mind-blowing to me. I absolutely love it so much, and I really appreciate your support during this time. And I kept my prices very low so that everybody could afford it. I mean, I get 43 cents. That's what I get when you buy my images. So yeah, it's very affordable. And I just think it's so fun, and I'm really excited to create different types of digitals and stuff like that in the future. I just absolutely love it, and I can't thank you guys enough, especially during this time. You guys know I've been, you know, Bob hasn't been working for a couple months, so I've been holding down the fort there, and it's, you know, I got this. Just trying to find different ways, you know, that I can both have fun because I enjoy making art, and also help support my family. So I really appreciate all of you very, very much. Right now what I'm doing here is I'm cutting up all the papers for my waterfall that I put in the back. I use 8 pieces of paper, and I'm going here now, and I'm just you guys, I'm having a flare up right now, so my brain is so boggled. You guys, if you've been with me for a while, you can tell, I think, when I'm having a flare up, because I get brain fog so bad. Oh my gosh. I am scoring so that I can fold these over for my waterfall. And I don't know why, but this time I decided to score on both sides, and it really helped the folding process. I really kind of liked it. I think I might do this more often. Is it a thing? Does everybody do this? I don't know. I've seen some people do it, but usually people just score it on one side. So this is my kind of like favorite part here is coming up where I kind of design how I want, like which papers I want to, which order I want the papers to go in. Oh my gosh, I cannot, words are so hard. Ugh, I hate fibromyalgia. Can I just say that? I hate it. Drives me nuts. Oh my gosh. I was talking to this lady over the weekend and she was asking me, I had mentioned something about an illness and she said, well, what's your illness? And I'm like, which one? And I was like, well, I have fibromyalgia. And she's like, oh, so you're just always in pain. And I'm like, yeah, but like fibro is so much more. It is so much more than pain. It's fatigue, physical fatigue, mental fatigue, pain, cramps, headaches, sensitivity, you know, just like hot flashes, or just IBS, like a plethora of things go with it. You know what I mean? So I try not to take it personally. I really don't, because people just don't know. But yeah, it was an interesting conversation. I am getting very close to being almost done making this GlueFolio. If you're curious how long this took me, it took me exactly an hour to do everything that you're seeing me do here. Obviously, I cut out the tedious parts of me cutting the same thing over and over again, or me inking the same thing over and over again, because that gets boring. But yeah, this took me about an hour, which isn't bad. Like I said, I haven't done the signature yet, and I haven't decorated it, but that's not bad for, you know, making it from scratch. You know what I mean? And I've made quite a few of these so far, so I have everything, sizes and all that kind of stuff memorized. I do every time remeasure my panels when I'm gluing like the cover on or the back or all that kind of stuff, just to be sure, because you just never know. Waterfalls. Don't go chasing waterfalls. I am not a singer. But I do love TLC. Oh my gosh, me and my best friend back in the day would be just jamming to that song. Ugh, I love her. She's the best. I've known my best friend since we were in 3rd grade. She's pretty awesome. She actually is a singer. She's the lead singer in a band. That's how cool she is. I like this, here's Sherman smacking his lips. Schmack, schmack. I like this paper that you sent me, Steph. It's really cute. It's like, some of it has like shiny bits on it. And yeah, it's really cool. I just love paper. I need to make a button that says, I just love paper. Like, some people would get it. Some people wouldn't, but they'd be like, what do you mean you like paper? Yeah, I love it. I like to craft with it. I like to touch it. I like to fold it, cut it. I'm a paper addict, baby. Oh, man, that sounds so weird. But it's true, man. I love paper. I love it. You know that, like, when you open up a junk journal and you have, like, coffee-dyed paper in there, or tea-dyed paper, and it's all, like, crunchy and, like, makes the noise when you flip the pages, and I just love that. Oh man, it's the best. And people who don't get it are like, that is so weird, but it's true. It's like just satisfying. Kind of reminds me of like when I was a kid and you'd play Office and you'd want to have all the papers and stuff like that. That was just me. I got in trouble once at my grandfather's business because I went down into the basement where they kept all the, like, their flyers and papers and stuff for when they're shipping things out. And I was like taking one of each because I wanted to play with them at home. He's like, no, ma'am, you need to put those back. I'm like, I like paper. Oh man. I loved being at my grandpa's office. His secretary, I used to love sitting on her lap and typing on the typewriter. Oh my gosh, I sound so old. But the like clickety clack of the typewriter. And then she got an electric typewriter and that was like mind-blowing. I loved sitting on her lap typing on the typewriter. I'm actually very good at typing. I type really fast. Well, I used to type really fast. I don't so much anymore, but just for fun, I used to practice my typing speed when I was a teenager. And I had a typing class and stuff like that. But yeah, I could type really fast. I should check and see like how fast I can type now, because it's been a while. I don't know why I had so much fun with it. It was like one of those programs where you did like J, JJ, JF, JFF. You know what I mean? Like you're basically getting the memory in your fingers to like do all the things. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Typing is fun, especially when you have the like, and you're a kid and you get the little clicky clack. That's like when you're a kid and you put on shoes that have a little heel and they make the little clicky sound on the floor. We all love that. Remember the plastic heels that you could get, like Cinderella heels or something like that, you know, in the toy section that hurt your feet, but they clickety-clacked when you walked. They came in one size. They either fit you or didn't. So funny. All right, guys, that's going to conclude today's video. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to hang out with me. I hope you have a very, very good rest of your week. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget to drink some water. It's super important. Oh, and hit that like button. Help a girl out. All right, guys, see you tomorrow. Bye, friends.